Okay. So this is HSRP. So here we already configured HSRP. So this is my primary gateway and this is my secondary gateway. So in this topology, how this ARP works? Okay. What is the basic function of ARP? So the ARP function is to find out the MAC address, right? Now here, this is my primary gateway and this is my secondary gateway. Here we already configured HSRP protocol. And here the virtual IP address is 192.168.1.1. This is the virtual IP. The virtual IP is always active on primary gateway only, okay? It is not active on secondary gateway. So now here every PC is configured with virtual IP as gateway. Now here if you see, the IP address is 192.168.1.4 and the mask is 255.255.255.0 and gateway is 192.168.1.1. And every PC maintains the ARP table. So now if you want to see the ARP table, the command is ARP space -A. See now right now we don't have any ARP entry. Now the first I will try to access any other network. So here we have a server. This is 192.168.4.2. The server IP is 192.168.4.2. Gateway 4.1. If you want to access this server from this computer, the first this computer sends ARP request to get the MAC address of default gateway, right? So what is the default gateway here? Default gateway is 192.168.1.1, right? So the first this PC sends ARP request to get the MAC address of gateway, right? So here what is the gateway? Gateway is 192.168.1. It is not our physical IP. It is it is our virtual IP, right? Virtual IP means so first PC generate the ARP request. See here, because of here we don't have any entry in the ARP table. So I will enable a simulation. And now see here, I will ping 192.168.4.2. So PC prepared two packets. One is the ARP packet, one is the ICMP packet. So first PC sends ARP packet. This is the ARP. In ARP packet, if you see here, source IP 192.168.1.4 and destination IP 192.168.1.1. So the first PC sends this packet to switch. Switch will broadcast this packet, right? Because of the destination MAC address is FFFF, broadcast MAC address. So it will simply broadcast to all. So see, this is the broadcast. Now here, only primary gateway will respond. Actually, this is the virtual IP 192.168.1.1. We have not configured on primary gateway and secondary gateway, but physical IPs are what 1.2 and 1.2, right? So here primary gateway response here. See, this is the response packet. If you open this response packet, see here, what is the source IP? Source IP 192.1.1, destination IP 192.1.1.4. Only primary gateway response. Whenever routers receive the ARP request for virtual IP, only primary gateway will be response, right? So now this is the ARP response, right? So ARP response first comes to switch will forward to that. Now if you see here, now it will send the ping packet. This is the ping packet. Okay, this is the ping response. Now if you see here, ARP table in the PC, ARP space -A, see 192.168.1.1, the MAC address. MAC address is 000.0C07 AC0. This is the virtual MAC address. Means primary gateway response with the virtual MAC address. Okay, that is the virtual, HSRP virtual MAC address. Okay, so this is how ARP works. Okay, so here we need to remember one point. The virtual IP is always active on active gateway only. ARP request is received by both routers, both gateways, but only primary gateway response. Okay, response to ARP request. So this is how ARP works in when we have a HSRP configuration.